Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Monday, February 10th, 2025. I, of course, am here with your daily mortgage rate update, the only place on the web where you get to join me live each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, coming to you on Facebook and on YouTube from the great and wonderful Smoky Mountains. Extra smoky today, 37 degrees and cloudy. What's it like by you? Let me know in the comments. If you're here live, say good morning. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget, give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you are here. Always appreciate you doing that. Whether you're here live or on the replay, don't forget, if you're on Facebook, give us a thumbs up on the little, wherever you're watching. Make sure you participate. Give us some comments. Even if you're watching on the replay, tell me the question of the day and let me know what's on your mind. So always appreciate that. If you're here live, of course, interact. If you are looking for, if you're watching this rather on YouTube, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Go ahead. If you want a reminder that I'm going live each morning, you can sign up for our text alerts, www.hmmr.io. That's our Hammer Solutions shortcut there. And it's hmmr.io/reminder. And you can get a quick text reminder that I am going live, and you can unsubscribe at any time. With no penalty, and it's absolutely free. But just in case you want to know what's going on and that I'm here and get the links and that kind of a thing, we're going to go ahead and say hi to the live folks here this morning. Hope y'all are doing well. Let's start off with the question of the day. Let me know, what is the best pizza topping combo? What is the best pizza topping combo? Me, I'm a meat guy. Give me some bacon, some sausage, some ham. Pepperoni. I don't really care if they put ground beef. Some of them do ground beef. I don't care about that. Give me the top four though: bacon, sausage, ham, and pepperoni. Love that on pizza. That is to me my best pizza topping. You can save your vegetables for the salad. I'm going with straight meat. That is my favorite. So let me know in the comments what you think. Good morning, y'all. Let's see. Monica Dinkins, good morning. Colin Jordan, great to see you as well. Amy Blauser, good morning. So many familiar faces. Again, I appreciate y'all joining me so often. Mallory Fotiadis, good morning. Ron Siegel, good morning, sir. National Football Hangover Day. Alternate National Cream Cheese Brownie Day. Those are some odd things, man. I have never heard of a cream cheese brownie. Don't really know that I'm game on that one. I love anything chocolate, but good morning, Angela Walters, Rob Stewart. Great to see you as well. Sean Segaloff, mid 70s and sunny by you. Good, sir. James Mahan, good morning. Your Chiefs let you down. You couldn't help but recall the 2020 Super Bowl against the Bucs. Dude, it's all about the offensive line. Even a fantastic quarterback. Come on, how do you not love Mahomes? The poor guy had no time to throw, no lane to throw, no pocket to throw. Offensive lines win games. The Eagles, man, you got to give them credit with that front four. I don't think Jalen Hurts won the MVP, though. I think that's so lame. I'm so tired of it. It's always the quarterback, always the quarterback. I think it should have gone to Sweat. Who else thinks it should have gone to defensive end Sweat? Let me know in the comments. I definitely, dude, 2.5 sacks in the Super Bowl. Come on, man. Plus tons of pressure. That dude was actually the MVP. He's the reason that Mahomes couldn't get off the bench, couldn't get going, couldn't anything. I mean, how do you not? So anyway, go ahead, make sure you answer. We're going to answer all the questions and the pizza toppings at the end. We'll circle back around and talk about that. Good morning, Tina Bruman. Ron Siegel, I love the comments. I don't know why you think I don't like the comments. I love the comments, and especially because that gives us algorithm engagement. So anyway, my friends, let me know in the comments, what is the best pizza topping combo? I already know it's meat, which is the four important ones: bacon, sausage, ham, pepperoni. But you let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll get back to that. So let's go ahead and talk about what we've got. Let's jump into all the good stuff here. Let me bounce on the captions. We'll pop this one up there for now. We're going to get rid of this one for now. We're going to show the screen. All right. Mortgage-backed securities starting the day up 6 basis points on the day. Now, 6 basis points may not be huge. It's certainly not the the margin of victory that the Eagles had over the Chiefs. Ow! but it is still big nonetheless after Friday's loss. See here, this red candlestick that you see right here, that was Friday's jobs data. Again, ending the day on Friday, we were up 100.98 is where we ended on Thursday. Friday, we did 100.79. I mean, that's 22 basis points for what we got with the jobs data on Friday. And as disappointing as it came in for markets, that is not a big deal at all. That's actually a bit of a win, one that we should be pretty excited about. I mean, if you're going to see jobs data that's going to go against you, that's the worst case scenario there. We'll take that all day long. So bear with me. I'm just adjusting the screens. 10-year treasury yield, very important that we watch this, right? So 4.48 right now. And let's go ahead and move this to 1 month so we can see it a little clearer. These are ugly little fat candlesticks, but you can see it real clear. Look at this red line right here. This is the 50-day moving average. Now, remember, the 10-year treasury yield is the opposite of mortgage-backed securities. Mortgage-backed securities, we want to see those amounts go up. We want to see these candlesticks go higher. The more that mortgage-backed securities are selling for, the better your pricing. So if they sell at 100.25 versus 100.69, 100.69 is going to get you better pricing, right? Now, taking a look at the 10-year treasury yield, that is the opposite. We want the yield to go down. Now, all through January, we were above this 50-day moving average, this red line, and we've been above that now. Let's go ahead and look for 3 months. We've been above that all the way through, testing it here in December. You could see these bonds testing that red line, but we have been above that 50-day moving average for just months and months now, right? And if we take a look here, this is the 100-day moving average, this green line, this purple line, which is more flat because that is your 200-day moving average. So when we look at these averages right now, where we're at, we are below the 50-day moving average. And the fact that we broke below it and hit that jobs data, the fact that it went ahead and it pushed up to, but this 50-day moving average did act as a floor of support. We ended at 4.495. Now, normally you should round that up, but I'm going to round that down and say 4.49. The 50-day moving average at 4.49. We were right there. And you look today, we are at 4.47. So we are still moving lower below that 50-day moving average. As long as we do not see this 10-year treasury yield break above the 50-day moving average, that's a really good signal. Now, there's a lot that can happen this week that could break it above that 50-day moving average. We're going to talk about that. Real quick, here's your last chance to answer the question of the day. Well, it's not the last chance. We'll do it one more time before we get off, but answer the question of the day on what you think about the pizza toppings, and I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. So let's get into a quick recap. What happened Friday? You could see here, let me pull this up on the screen. Okay, so on Friday, we lost ground with the BLS jobs data, but after the data, things settled down. Now, normally what happens, it's a Friday, the data comes out. We've seen many times where it actually leads to snowball selling. So rate sheets on Friday were probably a little more conservative than they needed to be after seeing them drop. If we take a look here, we ended Thursday at around 101. And then we were down to like 100.70, 100.80. So again, only down about 20 basis points when that came out. So overall rate sheets still actually ended the week slightly better than they started. You could see 7.03 on Mortgage News Daily, whereas we ended the week at 7.05. And if we want to go ahead and take a look at Optimal Blue and use that as a reference point, we'll pull this even closer so we can get let's see, on Friday, January 31st, we were at 6.84, and Friday we were at 6.79. So again, locking loans slightly better at the end of the week than we were at the week before, even though we got that ugly jobs data. Now, rate sheets today should be similar to Friday. When you take a look and you see that mortgage bonds, if we hold up like we are right now, we're up 10 basis points. This will put them better on the day. When I wrote that they were, similar to Friday, we were only up 2 or 3 basis points, and we're actually increasing. You can see a little spike right here. But even if that drops back down, which is very possible, it's just a this is how trading works. We should see rate sheets that are similar to Friday, possibly a bit better because, again, Friday's pricing was going to be a little more conservative. We were expecting that we could see things lose some ground. Now, reprice risk on the day today is low. I don't think we have much to worry about. There's no economic data today. There's no technicals that are coming into play. It should be a quiet day. Now, let's take a look. What do we got going on this week? There is a lot going on this week. Today, though, you just got some earnings. Nothing that we really have to be worried about. The Wall Street Journal, of course, they focus on stocks, so they've got earnings on there. Tuesday, we're going to have Fed Chair Jerome Powell start his testimony before the Senate Banking Committee at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So now remember, he actually starts his testimony at 10 a.m., but they release his comments, his pre-written text comments earlier in the morning. So we'll see those in the morning before pricing comes out, but I don't think there's anything that's going to be really surprising and, coming so quickly on the heels of the last Fed meeting. Remember, we're only a week and a half out of the last Fed meeting. So really not much going on that we should see there. But Powell starts his one of 2 days of testimony. His first day will be in front of the Senate Banking Committee, and then he'll be on Wednesday in front of the House Financial Service Committee, and basically repeats himself, answers a lot of the same questions. Now, like it says here, this is his first appearance since President Trump's inauguration. Questions are likely to cover new administration's tariff policies and the outlook for interest rates and inflation. Quick side note, talking about those tariff policies, that there, of course, today Trump plans to impose a 25% tariffs on steel, aluminum imports, but notice bonds not really quaking in their boots, not shaking, not terrified, just kind of holding it in. Markets are getting used to the Trump chaos. And again, this is not a political thing. I don't care how you feel about Trump. You don't care how I feel about Trump. But he does create chaos. He's definitely a whirlwind. He's mercurial. Things are going to swap back and forth, and markets are getting used to that, and they will continue to get used to that. And that's important to note. As far as what's affecting rates, there's a lot less concern about how the tariffs are going to affect things because we don't really know how the tariffs are going to play out. So you look at, that Trump plans to impose a 25% tariff on steel and aluminum imports. But is that going to affect this Wednesday's CPI data? No, not at all, right? What else is affecting rates this week? Let's go back to here. You've got on Wednesday, we've got the big number, of course, the CPI inflation data comes out 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. January reading of the Consumer Price Index. Surveyed economists expect the CPI to increase to 2.8 from a year earlier, slightly lower than the 2.9 as of December. Let's see. We saw some more on that. What else did we see here? I actually like this one here. They kind of hit it. So the upcoming U.S. inflation report expect to show headline increasing by 0.3% month over month, slightly down from December's 0.4. This would keep the year over year steady around 2.9. So you can see that matches the 2.9 that they're talking about here. But they say that there's an increase of 2.8. So even amongst the different sources, you can get a different vibe on what they think is out there. Core inflation, which excludes volatile food and energy price, forecast to rise 0.3. Recent tariff implementations on steel, aluminum, Chinese goods could feed into higher input costs, potentially pressuring prices upward through supply chains. But that's not going to hit for months. So you're not going to see that yet. Strong January jobs report showing unemployment at 4%. Robust wage growth suggests inflation might be sticky, particularly in services. Remember, wages came in at 0.5%. That is actually a pretty big deal because you get what's called wage inflation with that. So that was one of the things we were watching last week. On Thursday, we're going to get the producer price index, much less of an effect than the consumer price index. This is wholesale inflation and where that's expected. But also on Thursday, we've got the 10-year Treasury bond auction. So we've got, let's calendar here, got some bond auctions this week. Okay, get rid of that. You got the 10-year Treasury auction. Really, you can't, you got to do it like this. Okay. So we got the 10-year Treasury auction on Wednesday, the 30-year Treasury auction on Thursday. Those are going to have some of an effect. And then we're going to have the retail sales data on Friday, along with some other stuff. coming out here. A flurry of economic indicators round out the week, including retail sales at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Readings on industrial production, capacity utilization, and business inventories follow. So Friday I'll have a little bit of a busy day, but this is less of an effect. Overall, the expectation is that rates are, they don't appear. I got to tweak this bottom part here, but the rest of it remains the same, right? Rates don't appear in danger of moving much higher, but also not of moving much lower from here. We don't really see much of a movement at all. So things are pretty solid. Again, today should be a calm day. Reprice risk is low. Rates should be similar to what we saw on Friday, maybe a little bit better. And the outlook, things don't really look in danger of moving one way or the other. There's not too much going on that we have to worry about there and where things are at. Even though there's this talk of tariffs and all the other stuff going on, there's really not anything to get too concerned about there. Bonds up a little bit to start the day. 10-year Treasury yield doing well. So overall, a good thing. So that's where we're at, my friends. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Let's go back to the question of the day. If you have not had a chance to answer it, please do. What is the best pizza topping combo? My favorite, I just have said many times, is meat with the 4 favorite meats. Let's take a look and see what you guys had to say, and we'll go from there. So, Tina is going with pepperoni, jalapeno, and pineapple. That sounds good. Some people would question the use of pineapple. That sweetness with the jalapeno, though, oh, that would set that off. I might try that. You know what I think would be good on that too? A little banana pepper. A little bit of hot banana pepper. Monica's going with pepperoni, bacon, onions, and pineapple. Again, a little bit of a sweet. Let me let Ms. Millie in, y'all. She's sitting out here cold. Hold on. Come on, Ms. Millie girl. There you go. Come on, Ms. Millie girl. Yeah, there you are. Okay. So what else we got going? What other flavors you got? Sean said, my uncle used to get a pizza they called Heartburn Special. Bacon, sausage, pepperoni, ham, and salami. I love that. Sounds yummy. Mr. Robert's going with pepperoni, bacon, and jalapeno. I got to do a little more jalapeno on my pizza. Y'all got it dialed in. Ron Siegel, bacon, sausage, pepperoni, ham, meat lovers all the way. Extra cheese, thick crust. I am there with you. Monica Dinkins is questioning the cream cheese brownie, and so am I. Rob Stewart, he's going for that meat lovers as well. Pepperoni, sausage, ham, and bacon. Colin Jordan, got to go with meat lovers. But if I'm going one of those gourmet pizza places, a barbecue chicken pizza. I like the buffalo chicken pizza if I'm going with that gourmet-ish type thing. Robert said, helps when the refs actually make the calls. Yeah, it does. But, let's face it, the refs couldn't win or lose this game. What else we got? Yeah, James said someone on defense should have gotten MVP for shutting out nearly. We're jumping subjects because I talked about the Super Bowl. No offense to Jalen Hurts. Listen, I was a Giants fan. I still am at heart, but I was a Giants fan for a long, long time. Eli Manning winning 2 Super Bowl MVPs. He was just up for enshrinement into the Hall of Fame. I don't think he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He was a great quarterback. He had a couple of great Super Bowls, but I don't think he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. I really don't. I think you got to be above average, and he was average to above average. He was a good, solid quarterback. I mean, but people didn't fear playing against Eli Manning. If you're gonna put a quarterback in the Hall of Fame, I think you have to have that people are afraid that they're going to march the ball down the field and score. I would be afraid of Mahomes if he had an actual line. The line just fell to shit this game. So anyway, I don't think that Jalen Hurts deserved the MVP. Let me know what you think in the comments as well. Good morning, y'all. I didn't see Yasmin, Mike Morano, Nathan Einkorn, Pat Tenney, Frazier. Good to see you, Mallory Fotiadis. She loves a good Marguerite pizza. Now, see, that's how we pronounced it in Jersey. Marguerite, not Margarita. Marguerite. Fresh mozz, tomato, and basil. Yes, and generally, if I'm gonna have a Marguerite, I like it a little bit of a thinner crust. Nathan, am I following the 5.5 or the 6? I'm following the 6, but it doesn't really matter, dude. They're both gonna move in lockstep. They're close enough. I think the MBS Live, I think Matt Graham is currently following the 5.5. I like to follow the 6 because I generally like to find the one that's pricing above par or right below par. if I look at the 5.5, what's it currently pricing at? 99.06. I mean, that's up 7 basis points according to this, and 6 is up 6 basis points. This is the same thing, so it doesn't really matter. Looking to see what else y'all have. Carnitas pizza. It's the bomb. If y'all have ever tried it, we'll have to try the carnitas. That's meat, right? Meat lovers. Randy Tickle, also meat lovers. Nathan Einkorn, Philly cheesesteak with jalapeno. Is that a red sauce or is that a white? That sounds to me like that would be a white pizza. Ham and pineapple. Hawaiian. Randy Tickle, not first ballot. Randy, he not only is he not first ballot, I don't think he's actually a Hall of Fame quarterback. And I watched him play for years. I liked having him on the team. I just don't think he's a Hall. I think you got to be above that to be a Hall of Fame quarterback. I think he got the MVPs in the Super Bowl. Again, the guy caught the ball off his helmet, and Eli Manning gets credit for that. Anyway, my friends, all right, I'm going to wrap it up, y'all. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. As far as where we're at, I don't think I put the lock advice up this whole day today. We're, cautiously float to start the day. There's really not a lot of reason to worry about locking at the moment, but I'm leaning towards locking the closing near term. I don't think the CPI is going to give us any great improvement, but if you want to float into the CPI for loans closing near term, I don't think it risks hurting us too bad. So, all right, my friends, y'all have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow.